Hey guys, I realized in my first video that the camera angles were not the best because I was actually had my phone like facing me and then facing the truck with the screen. So I'm gonna go over the damage on Tank one more time so you can have a clearer picture of this poor thing's abuse. Okay, so starting from the back passenger side, we have damage here. Moving right along here, we've got some dents, dings, and some deep scratches all the way down to some rust here. But this whole bed eventually is going to be replaced. Down here we've got more damage because this is what happens when you run alongside of things, when you misjudge your width. You see, we got some deep like paint rubbed off here. We've got this is coming apart here. The half doors on this beast do not open. I don't know if I mentioned that in the first video. We got some repainting that needs to go on here. There's probably most of this body's going to eventually get replaced because it just is so far gone. In some places you can see here it's so damaged here that the actual F-250 emblem is like hanging on by a thread here. You can see Tank has been hit, ran into things. Like I said, he was run into a ditch 2 weeks prior to my mom's death. This front fender here, yeah, and yes, this front fender here is the worst of the worst. Let me get over here where you can see better. You see here, I think the original headlight was busted when my mom ran it into the ditch, and her boyfriend, who was her shade tree mechanic, his bush fix, because my mom didn't want to spend the proper amount of money to get it fixed correctly, was to saw part of the fender off in order to make the light fit in here to where she could get an inspection sticker and still be able to continue to drive this poor thing in its condition. Let's see. This is part of the bumper here that's coming off. You can see all this damage up in here. Again, when you run into things, you are overconfident, misjudge your width, your distance, whatever. And Tank also needs a new bull bar and skid plate, because this one is horribly damaged on the one side. He's going to need a new bumper, a new bull bar, a skid plate, several body panels, including his whole entire bed, are going to have to be replaced. The half doors are going to have to be replaced entirely. I believe the driver's side door is okay, but the tint on the inside of the window needs to be removed because it is bubbling up here. And for those of you that don't know, you can actually remove tint very easily if you have a steamer at home. You can steam the tint and you can just peel it off. That's all you have to do. Unfortunately, in Tank's case, I don't really know how we're going to go about that because this window right here does not roll down. It is either off the track or the window regulator on the inside may be broken. We don't know yet. We have not started digging into the tank this far yet. He's also going to need new running boards. These are all rusted. I don't know if you can see, they are rusted completely to where eventually they're going to snap. So those will have to get replaced. They've also been heavily damaged, as well as you can see all of this scarring here. All of this, like the paint is literally gone right here. Like I said, this is part of the bed here, which is the whole bed's going to get replaced. And the good thing about these beds, when you have a lay-in bed liner like this, not a spray-in, just a plastic bed liner, these are actually snap-in. So when we go to replace Tank's bed, we can actually remove this liner and put it in the new bed, which the new bed is probably going to come from a pull-apart place, some way. This is more damage here. This is all dented in here. The bumper is, the back bumper is probably going to need to be replaced too because it is very twisted on one side. The tailgate's actually okay, so we're going to keep that. But we are going to get rid of all these things here. My dad absolutely hated bumper stickers, and my mom did this on purpose because once my dad was gone, she decided to do whatever she wanted to do with Tank. And as you guys can see, she did a lot to Tank. Tank needs a lot of rehab. So stay tuned, you guys. And as always, smash that subscribe button, hit the like, and turn on your notifications. We're going to go through this together, you guys. Okay? All right. Stay tuned.